in southern New Jersey for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds in the middleweight division between Marvelous Marvin Hagglin and Sugar Ray Robinson. Marvin Haggler's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Sugar Ray Robinson's coming down to the ring right now, and he does so with a certain gamesmanship, putting forth that attitude to his opponent, telling him, I'm the man, and I know it.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Marvelous Marvin. His adversary, fighting out of the red corner, Sugar.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Teddy, I know you're drooling over this matchup. A middleweight showdown, bridging generations here. Marvelous Marvin Hagglin against Sugar Ray Robinson. What do you want to see early on that could be an indicator of how this fight could go?
Well, I want to see whether or not Robinson's pure speed and power on the outside catch Hagglin, maybe trying to be a little too aggressive early on.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. That was a miss by Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray, a good block. Very clean offense from defense by Ray. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Get out of the way from those punches. Boom that head.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Teddy, we hear a lot of people talking about where are the next great fighters coming from. In your eyes, I mean, you're around gyms all over the country, all over the world. Where are they coming from?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you where they're not coming from. They're not coming from football anymore. In the old days, the big guys, instead of going on the football field, somebody would look to make them into the next heavyweight champ. But now they're going to college, they're going to places where they find it a little bit of an easier travel, and we're losing a lot of those athletes.
Now he's backing his man up against the ropes. Solid counter punch by Ray.
Bright moments. Bright moments always come back vivid. The fifth grade.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Oh, what an exchange! Marvin Hagglin, of course, associated with Brockton, Massachusetts, best known as the home of the Brockton blockbuster Rocky Marciano, but he was actually born in Newark, New Jersey back in 1954. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Marvelous Marvin Hagglin. Well-placed counter punch by Hagglin. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson's not putting forth the defense you need to have at this level of the game.
No, but you got to come here with it, Joe. You know, it's easy for you and me to sit back and say, hey, you got to block punches, you got to move your head, you got to evade punches, use your legs. But if you haven't been taught that, and believe it or not, this is boxing 101. This is basic rudiments, basic fundamentals. Some guys have not been taught the defensive skills.
Nice block by Sugar Ray Robinson. Hagglin showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch.
Use the jab.
Excellent counter punch by Hagglin. Hagglin now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead, we know he can get off first, but now this dimension, serving him well.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Ray. Last 10 seconds. Nothing there on the punch by Sugar Ray Robinson. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Missed that uppercut. Back in September of 1980, Marvin Hagglin finally was able to nail down the crowns that had eluded him earlier when he won the middleweight title by defeating Alan Minter. And as many times has been the case with Marvin Hagglin, he had to go on the road to do it. Now that fight was stopped from a cut eye, and the fans there, Minter's fans back in the UK, they didn't take a liking to it. Hagglin couldn't even celebrate winning the world title.
No, actually, his people and other people in the ring had to cover him from the barrage of bottles that were being thrown into the ring. You know, he had to fight his way out of the ring as well as he had to fight his way into the ring.
And that's exactly what he deserves. The ref getting involved, warning him for the headbutt. Hagglin's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Teddy, I know he's up on the scorecards here. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where you come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good defensive skill. Hagglin in complete control. Teddy, way ahead on the scorecards every which way, isn't he?
Yeah, every which way, and especially the most important way, I think, is that the fight is in his kind of pace. It's a fast-paced fight. It's an outside fight. It's exactly what he wants, not only to be ahead, which we think he is, but to stay ahead.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Solid counter punch by Hagglin. Teddy, this guy's putting on a clinic right now. I mean, his accuracy is remarkable.
Yeah, clinic in a healthcare center. He's like a surgeon.
A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Sugar Ray Robinson. Pulls the trigger fast.
Keep working the jab. Move your feet.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Sugar Ray Robinson's got to understand where he is right now in this fight. He'd be delusional to think that this is a close fight. He's down.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm delusional, and I have him down. But the thing right now is he's got to roll those dice. He has to really gamble if he's going to get back in charge of this fight.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Sugar Ray Robinson. What a chin. And can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing? Sugar Ray was named Fighter of the Year twice, first in 1942, and most recently, at the end of the last century, he was named the best pound for pound of all time, as well as Fighter of the Decade in the 1950s. Now, the 1950s was part of that golden age of the sport among all weight classes.
Yeah, he was fighting even before that. And those are the years where, as you just said very well, Joe, you had so many good fighters all fighting each other and so much activity. That's what people forget about is there were so many clubs around. Every major city had 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6, 7 clubs. So there was a lot of action. You could fight easily once a week.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Back and forth exchange.
Protect yourself. Beat him to the punch.
Final 10 seconds. Hagglin's fighting real smart here on the outside. Sugar Ray Robinson's in a tough spot right now, Teddy. I don't know really what the answer is for him because he hasn't shown me enough to prove that he can change the way this fight is going. He's down bad.
On my scorecard, too. And right now, he's got to do something that you hate to be in this position, but he's in that position. You have to take chances. You have to risk it all now to be able to catch up.
Stay in one spot. Use your feet.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. A headshot blocked. Not able to land the headshot. Good way to protect the midsection. At the halfway point of round 7. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by marvelous Marvin Hagglin. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Keep working the body.
10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep moving.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
You need to block. Keep working the jab.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Keep that head moving.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Targeted counterpunch by Ray. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he could score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move. Beat him to the punch. Don't stay in one spot. Circle.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. Parries that punch intended for the head. Haggl's in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see, because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Well-placed counterpunch by Hagglin. Haggl's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's gotten it. Well-targeted counterpunch by Ray. Halfway through the 9th round.
Side to side. Away from the rope.
Sugar Ray, a good block. Now that's some fine work right there by Hagglin. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Blocks the headshot. "90 seconds to go in the fight." Hagglin blocks it. Final minute of the final round. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. And a well-placed counter by Hagglin. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say.
Tonight, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner, Marvin.
Marvin Haggler's your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.